What up everybody, Doom back, and today we are doing another versus video. With me, as usual, is...
ofDimensions. Hey guys, how's it going?
And today we are going to be talking about G14 versus Destroyah, as requested by Dominique Washington.
This will be an interesting battle.
Now to start, based on the fact that we've covered kind of Destroyah's and G14's kind of weapons and skills over the previous videos, so we'll just briefly throw them in here. Destroyah's height is 120 meters. He has a chest cannon, can fly, has oxygen destroyer blast that comes out of his mouth. His horn katana releases powerful energy beams, and he is weakness to like high temperatures, low temperatures, things such as that. G14's height is 108.204 meters. In terms of special abilities, he's nothing special. He's just a very good close combat fighter, and he has a super not very powerful atomic breath. So yeah.
And the mental state of both these monsters, Destroyah, he has a consciousness, is evil, but is more anarchist and chaotic, so doesn't always use his mental abilities to his best abilities, or to his best strengths. G14, guardian of the earth, protector of balance, has a conscience, has a mind state, but does whatever he can to protect his home and the place he lives in. What's the damage? Destroyah can take many blows, but he sometimes can have a very soft shell. Depends where you hit him. Is the embodiment of the oxygen destroyer. He can take a lot of damage. 2014, he is oh god, cut that out. He is just a really tough monster overall. Built strong, built heavy, sturdy, can take a lot of hits. So they're both very tough opponents walking into this fight.
Yeah, and in terms of height, they're pretty much on scale with each other, somewhat. Godzilla's not that much shorter. Yeah,
Destroyah's a bit taller. For this fight, again, it's in the same airfield, right?
Yep.
So again, some people have said they're not sure if the chest cannon is actually cannon. Get it? Chest pun? You know? Okay, I'm bad at puns. But no one's not. But I'm going to say it is because it was never denied, and that's why we involve it.
Yeah.
And
it's the
so
same
it
thing
is going to be
the same thing as this, where although it's not technically official canon yet, the people who worked behind G14 have said the atomic breath was weakened by the female Muto's EMP, which is why it was the way it was. So you can take into account where the atomic breath would be probably stronger than it is seen in the movie.
So with this battle, it's very similar to his battle with the Mutos in the fact that Godzilla is going to get up close. That's his signature move. Now, Destroyah's hands aren't really built for close combat. He's a very armored creature, and he's so heavily armored like a tank that he has very limited movement unless he flies.
Yeah, the only two close combat things that he would have that would help him out are his horn, where his horn would do quite a bit of damage up close, and his tail is pretty powerful too, but I'm not sure that would make too much of a difference in this battle. G14, considering the fact that Burning Godzilla bled by the horn, I would assume G14 is going to get pretty damaged by it, but as we've talked about before, G14 is known to take quite a bit of damage, so I don't think he'd be too hurt by anything.
I think it'd actually be the same. He'd take damage, but he'd still be able to fight. His tail is stronger than Destroyah's, whereas Destroyah's grips, his actually is used as a major weapon. Also, I have a feeling that Godzilla 2014, after getting hit by it once or twice, would bite the horn off like Godzilla 2000 did to Megaguirus. Personally, I feel like he'd get rid of it.
Yeah, probably. He'd probably figure it out. And then, didn't Destroyah get it knocked off? I could be wrong. I feel like Destroyah's got it cut off at one point in the movie. I could be thinking of something else.
Yeah, you're thinking of Megaguirus like I am. How her tail got bit off. The end of it.
Probably.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty interesting. Yeah, so moving on though. So Destroyah being weakened, he takes a lot of damage from Godzilla, and most of his major weaknesses are elemental things or just getting beat to the point of just no return. So what would happen is that Godzilla's atomic breath, which is more powerful than it is in the movies, would damage Destroyah to the point of making him bleed like the hyper spiral ray does.
I don't know if it's that strong. I just feel like what would happen is, as he'd use it, it would heat Destroyah up, and the continued use of it, the heat would eventually kill Destroyah, because as we all know, Destroyah is vulnerable to that.
Oh yeah, I didn't take into consideration how his breath actually worked, like the plasma base that I was talking about, like how it looks like that. Never mind, ignore what I said, or just cut that out. But the thing is that his body would be really affected by the heat coming from the heat ray. Godzilla 2014 seems to be able to use it very frequently, like the Heisei Godzilla does. The only reason he couldn't in the movies is because he was weakened, which is confirmed. And he actually is seen trying to use it before a male Muto stops him. So he does use it as a secondary weapon. Now, without saying, his atomic breath isn't the only thing that will damage him. He will probably beat Destroyah into submission with his own tail and hands. So, in the end, guys, Godzilla 2014 wins. And, okay, and even if the chest cannon was used, this is a big if, even if the chest cannon was used, it wouldn't do much damage, because as we've seen from every Godzilla, plus how this Godzilla takes direct damage from the Mutos, it would not tear skin, I don't think.
Yeah,
I think it would black down.
Might, but I don't think it'd kill him.
Yeah, so that's the reason why we didn't really use it in this fight. It didn't make a difference. When we used Space Godzilla, it did make somewhat of a difference in the situation. But in this one, I feel like his skin is a bit thick. It's a bit sturdier, and I think he would live long enough to just ultimately wear Destroyah down.
Yeah.
So the verdict is Godzilla 2014 is the winner.
Yep.
So thank you guys for watching.
Yep. I'm D-Man.
I'm Wolf of Dimensions. I'm sorry I cut you off there, bud.
That's fine. I was just going to do the same thing. I was just going to outro it. D-Man.
Okay, yeah. You can. Wolf out.